Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are playing Mono White Weenie with the new Spider-Man or Through the Omen Paths card. So this is Darval, whose web protects, and the actual spider one is this card's Spider-Man Web-Slinger. So this one has web-slinging. You can cast it for white if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. Now, Magic Online and Pauper had different, I guess Marvel didn't want them to have Spider-Man on Magic Online or whatever. So we have a super crazy set, which is completely different names, but functionally the same. So we're going to play this. And I saw this from a user in the Familiars Discord, Luke. They played it to a couple 4-1s. So we're going to try it out. This is the hot new Spider-Man card. We're just otherwise playing regular White Weenie, no Chocomogs. Hopefully we can just get in with an Inspector, pick up the Inspector, or like Rafine's Informant, pick up the Rafine's Informant over and over for some value. Once again, we're going to do our best. I'm not a White Weenie pilot, so if you see things that I did wrong, just hit me up with a timestamp in the comments and let me know what you would have done. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here in round 1 versus Captain Tsuba. Let's take the play. All right, what do we got? Inspector, double charm. Maybe this seems fine, right? We have a turn 1 play. Land, Inspector, your turn. Opponent is on Red-Black Madness. Okay. Let's go ahead and get in for 1. Planning to just Thraben Charm, not Thraben Charm, crack the clue on end step. They play Mountain. And then they Vampire's Kiss. So let's crack the clue. I think I go Inspector. And we'll get in for 1. A little bit worried about like a sweeper potentially, but not. Let's see. If they discard, they're discarding a Kitchen Imp. I think I'll just blow it up with my Thraben Charm. They draw, puts me to 15. We're going to go Idyllic Grange. I'm sort of the aggro deck here. We'll play Battle Screech, flash it back, doot, and attack in for 2. So next turn I have Guardian's Pledge, which is 6 times 3, 18. Oh, they said that they're testing a new card. Okay, they're Faithless Looting. Let's see if they cast their 3-drop thing. Best, I guess, would be to draw like a Plains, and then we can pledge plus charm something. Yeah, I guess that is another card that is new. There's a card with like a Madness equivalent. Okay, they've got Alms of the Vein and Fiery Temper. Will they take out a creature? They go face and go face. So they're at 21. We have another Battle Screech. Start by attacking. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Bummer. I probably should have let the creature back if I was planning to Strands. Guess we'll see what happens. They're discarding Alms of the Vein. Okay. We got a 5. Jagged Barrens puts me to 4. I guess if they have Double Bolt, I'm just dead. They didn't do anything. Cast Prismatic Strands. On red. This is weird. So we can Screech. Let's recast the Screech. If they have more drain effects like the Alms of the Vein, I'm kind of hosed. We can Screech again. Play Battle Screech. We're going to flash it back. They discard a swamp. Discard a swamp. Okay. So then let's just get in for 5. I don't know if this is good or not. They're blocking. So they're valuing their life total. If they have double bolt, I'm hosed because I can't stop both of the bolts. They're going Faithless Looting. Okay, from hand. Discards a Mountain and a Gorge. They play an Epicure. I think I'm casting the Strands. This puts me to 3. Dead to double bolt regardless. We're going to Strands. On red. They're going to pick up a land. Then they discard a land. I guess I'm going to try to win. We'll cast the Guardian's Pledge. Do I win, or do you win? Hooray! You win the game. So we know we need life gain. Alright. They're probably going to have sweepers. Clearly we want the Lone Missionary. I feel like the Thraben Charm is good. I really don't know how to sideboard here. I'm sort of feeling like Militia Bugler is maybe a cuttable card. And then maybe a Guardian's Pledge. I wonder if I want the Thraben Charm or the Journey to Nowhere, but I feel like the Thraben Charm is better. So we'll just do this. Hope for the best. Okay, we'll keep this. I have a turn 1 Novice Inspector, or I can go turn 2 Lone Missionary. Okay, that changes everything. Novice Inspector, go. Then we'll Lone Missionary, go. We can pick up and replay the Lone Missionary with the Core Sky Fisher. Opponent grab the prize, Sneaky Snacker. So I guess I just attack in for 1, and then pick up my Inspector. The Vampires Kiss me to 15, and then ping me to 14 with a land. They're not going to attack. We can go Lunarch Veteran into Lone Missionary, gain 5 life, and pass. I think I'm on defense here. They're the aggro deck, I think, in this matchup, but maybe I'm wrong. Grab the prize, discarding Alms of the Vein. Let's see. Lightning Bolt on my creature. They're getting in for 2. And start by attacking. Play a Novice Inspector. Go to 13. Play a land. What is my plan? They're casting a Faithless Looting. Discarding double Kitchen Imp. Brutal. Okay. So I think I just kill the Sneaky Snacker and then cycle this. I'm going to pick up a ping land because I can kill the Snacker and then, okay, destroy your Sneaky Snacker. Cycle. We're going to grab the Idyllic Grange. Take it in for 4. We have another Lunarch Veteran. Play the Lunarch Veteran. We'll go to 10. Range. Make my Novice Inspector bigger. We'll draw a card. Another Lone Missionary. I think I want to attack. I should probably just play the Lone Missionary. I'll be able to get back the Snacker though, which I don't like. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm just gonna play the Lone Missionary. Gain 6. We're at 16. They do have 6 damage on the table. Worst case scenario, they discard a Snacker to the blood token. Interesting that they didn't cast a Snacker from the graveyard. The Vampire's Kiss. Snacker has returned. Lots of Highway Robbery. Pings me. What's my out? I think I need a Battle Screech. We'll go to 9. Got a Battle Screech. Screech. That was such a good draw. Then we'll flash it back. 1, 2, 3. And then attack. We're at 17. I think I just trade with the Kitchen Imp. I can shove 3 creatures in front of the Kitchen Imp. Okay, they cast the Robbery and they sacrificed a land. 4 cards in hand now. Faithless Looting. So they've got a lot of Faithless Lootings in the graveyard. I really want to clear their graveyard. So they already cast the looting this turn. Okay. They've got a Fiery Temper. Taking out my Novice Inspector. Then they Nile Spellbomb. Tech. I'm dead. They had a Sweeper. And the Festivities wrecks me. I don't like this very much. I feel like I have to be able to beat the end of Festivities. That sucked. Gonna cut a Thraben Charm. We're on the play. I guess this is fine. We'll lead off with an Inspector. I was considering playing tap land into Inspector, but this way I actually get to get in with an Inspector, and I would have the same number of Inspectors on turn 2. Play an Inspector. Range. Attack. A Vampire's Kiss. I wonder if I want to hold up the Thraben Charm. Play the Grange. I'll attack. They cast a Highway Robbery. Discarding a Kitchen Imp. They're going to cast it. I will blast the Kitchen Imp. We have a Guardian's Pledge now. I think I attack in. Skyfisher. Pick up the land. Replay the land. Play the Raffine's Informant. Discarding the Thraben Charm. So none of my creatures die to the end of Festivities now. They have 4 mana. They're passing the turn. We have a Core Skyfisher. Start by attacking. They discard the Wekdu Midnight Hunter. Okay. I guess you're going to cast it now. And then they're going to block. Blocking maybe my 3-2. Or the 2/2. I'm just going to Guardian's Pledge. This is trading for their creature and getting damage in. Looks like they're going to try to bolt this so this doesn't die. Okay. Maybe they take out one of my Raffine's Informant instead. They take out the Skyfisher. They're going to go to 9. I'll play the land and pass. We haven't seen our spider guy yet. They did. Unfair. They're Spider-Manning me. They cast a Faithless Looting. They can't get any snackers back this turn, luckily. They could have another Kitchen Imp effect. Wonder how many they're playing. They do have a Kitchen Imp. Are you going to attack? Bajuka bogs me. Plays a Nile Spell Bomb. And a Nile Spell Bomb. So they're very serious about spell bombs. Very serious. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Battle Screech. Cast Battle Screech again. Attack. They trade. They could have a Tech Edge again. Vampire's Kiss, I got a 15. They discard Sneaky Snacker. Now they could discard again to get the Snacker back. We have 4, 5, 6 damage on the table. They're cracking the Spell Bomb. I could pick up and replay the Grange to make one of my birds a 2/2. That means it wouldn't die to the Tectonic Edge. Tectonic Hazard, which it died to the Tectonic Hazard anyway. Okay. Play Lunarch Veteran. Attack in for 2. Skyfisher. We gain a life. We pick up and replay. We gain another life. Alright. Your turn. I guess now I'm gonna just start cracking clues to draw cards. Bolt my creature. Decides to get in. I'm surprised that they feel like they're that ahead. Okay, that makes them ahead. Grab the prize, discarding Alms of the Vein is a really big return for them. I don't have any Journey Nowheres. I need some flyers. I'm already at 7 life. They have 1 card in hand. Let's draw a card. Okay, attack in. We can do this. We can play our legend now. They go to 11. Darval cast. Undo. In web. Pick up the Inspector. Replay the Inspector. I'm back to 9. They cast a Faithless Looting. They draw up to 4. They have to discard 2. They discard 2 lands. Grab the prize, puts me to 7. They discarded a Faithless Looting. They barons me to 6. Need some life gain. They put me to 4. Almost dead. We have a Skyfisher. So let's attack in. They go to 5. I can play the Skyfisher. We gain a life. We're going to pick up the Darval. Then we're going to in-web the Darval. Picking up the Inspector. Go to 6. That's kind of neat. Gaining some life. Play a Thraven Inspector. I'll go to 7. I have a Skyfisher to block with. Sweet. They crack the Nile Spellbomb. They're trying to draw cards to win the game. They are at 5. I've got a 3/3. Let's see what happens. They hardcast the Looting from the graveyard. Oh no. They get to go to 8 off this Alms of the Vein. And we're at 4 again. You have double bolt. We have 8 power on the table. They're going to Carnarium and pick up a mountain. No attacks. We'll start with the Raffine's Informant. Puts me to 5. We're going to Connive. We will discard this Plains. We're going to attack. They can block the Lunarch Veteran. I didn't think about that. And then they can return the Snacker. Bad News Bears. I shouldn't have attacked with that one. That was a mistake. Okay. So we're going to go to 1. We'll just bring this back, I guess. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, they blood token discarding a Snacker. Another Snacker. Well played. I messed it up. I shouldn't have attacked with the flyers, and I should have just gone for the Darval thing. I kind of expected them to have multiple Snackers there. Just did not really play that very well. I think I'm dead. I got a little bit too rushed. Wait, what? Okay, now the Snackers return. They cast a Faithless Looting from the graveyard. Any bolt. Okay, they just have enough. We're on to the next game. Round 2. Combo player tries White Weenie. This is good, right? Thraben. I think this is good. You put back the Bugler. Bugler is card advantage. But I don't have the mana yet, so let's do that. What's my opponent going to do? Swamp. I wonder if we're any good versus a control deck like this. We play a Thraben Inspector. Vault of Whispers. You're gonna go for, so this is gardens maybe. Play land. Definitely want to attack. I suppose the best thing to do is to just try to accrue value. Pick up the Thraben. They Fanatical the Wellspring. This is Jun Wildfire. Can I beat Jun Wildfire with White Weenie? Dust your lands or something? We have to try and get ahead of what they're doing. So if I discarded a Fairy Macabre, main deck Fairy Macabre, solid. Play the Thraben, and then attack in. Maybe that didn't make any sense. Could have Raffine's Informant, discard the Screech, but I felt like I wanted to just cast the Screech. I'm gonna draw a card. I need to go wide and then power through them, probably. Oh wow, Chrysalis. The funnest card in Pauper. I'm sure people like Chrysalis. They get to do some stuff with the Chrysalis. Olympus. Right now I can Raffine's Informant, discard the Screech, flashback the Screech, kill this. And then I'll be hopefully ahead. Raffine's Informant. Maybe I just discard the land. And then Thraben Charm, destroy your Writhing Chrysalis, attack in. They play a Wellspring. They've got a Nile Spellbomb. 2 mana right now. They cast down the core Skyfisher. They are afraid of a Skyfisher. We have a Darval. I love it. We'll attack in. Let's in web. Picking up the Thraben. Play the Thraben. Then go Militia Bugler. Make a Novice Inspector. Okay. I'm just putting stuff on the table, just trying to get value. I know that they're a mid-range deck, and I'm just trying to accrue stuff. I can't be too hasty, I think. Looks like they've got another Chrysalis. It's a good one. Another Thraben Charm can kill the Chrysalis. Don't know if it's worth. Let's just go Battle Screech. Then flash it back. And then play the not well. So the problem that I had there, I think I have to pass. Because now if they refurb me and I lose my Thraben Charm, it's not great. I didn't think about that. They Fanatical Offering the Wellspring. There's the Refurbished Familiar. So we'll discard the Novice Inspector. Okay, nothing matters. Another Novice Refurbished Familiar. They're going to Bajuka Bog me. That's fine. They've got a Blood Fountain to get back their Writhing Chrysalis. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. Can't take it. I can't take it, guys. The value, the absolute value over here. They find another Writhing Chrysalis off the top. What am I supposed to have done here? I'll draw a card. I just have to like draw a card. Play Novice Inspector. I think I got totally screwed by these refurbs. I don't know what my out is. I think I'm going to go to the next game. So probably Palace Sentinels and Dust to Dust. And then we can like use the Journeys to exile their things forever and the Destroy Evil, maybe. And we probably don't need the Strands. We're going to go Value Town and try to go through them. We have lots of removal. I'm going to get rid of the Thraben Charms. I don't know if that's correct. So my idea is just to like get rid of their lands and move on with my life. We don't have a second land here. We do have the Dust to Dust. I think I should mulligan. If I draw a land, I'm in a good spot. We have 20 lands, so it's 1/3. We'd have to draw a land right off the top, though. It's not a grid. I think it's probably too risky. Okay, this is a keep for me. Back to the Journey. Plains go. Could have also put back, I guess, a Plains, because we might draw one with a Raffine's Informant. Land, we did draw Plains. I'll just discard Plains. They play Landscape. They're playing around the Dust to Dust. We have another Raffine's Informant. Let's attack in for 2. This Raffine's Informant can discard the Journey to Nowhere, potentially. I think I will discard the Lunarch Veteran. Play the land. Next turn I can use the, whatever it is, Disturb. I can Disturb cast the Lunarch Veteran. And on my end step they had cast down my creature. Let's Plains Cycling. Grabbing Idyllic Range, make this thing a 3/2. And then get back the Lunarch and put you to 15. Sort of expecting Chrysalis here. They have red, green, black. They have all their colors. The least telegraphed Chrysalis of all time. Play Lunarch Veteran, and then Journey the Chrysalis. Attack for 4. Feels like they have a refurb coming. Just a second Chrysalis. Okay. So how can I win? That is a thing to do. We're going to play the Thraben, gain some life, and then draw a card. I will hold on to this Lunarch Veteran in case they hit me with a refurb. They're going to Fanatical Offering, sacrificing a spawn, which gives them a map token, giving me the option, or giving me things to dust anyway. Wow, a refurbished familiar enters the battlefield. Discard the Lunarch Veteran. At least I'm not, I'm playing like medium. Let's dust these things. A Fanatical, sacrificing the refurb, which will allow them to get the refurb out of the graveyard if they find a Blood Fountain. Sacrifices the landscape for a green so they can continue casting all their Writhing Chrysalises. They get a Drossforge Bridge. Another refurbished familiar. Let's discard my creature. They got a makeshift munitions. Like, so sad. I think this is probably a horrible, terrible matchup. I'm gonna concede the game. I think for my own mental sake, I need to move on. We're here in round 3 versus Kazuhiko. They like to play blue decks, maybe Terror and stuff. I think Terror is supposed to be a good matchup for White Weenie, so let's see. I have 1-drop, 2-drop Strands. They are here to be on... Oh, they play Jeskai Ephemerate. Oh, it's gonna stink. Let's play Lunarch Veteran. Oh no. So, Alice Sentinels could come in. They Wildfire their land. We're gonna go ahead and attack. What should I do? I think I just put another creature on the table. Guess I pick up the Lunarch Veteran. I don't feel great about that. I don't feel strongly about it either. So we have ways to disrupt their graveyard with the Thraben Charm, but generally Flicker decks just demolish White Weenie. I would feel pretty confident playing against White Weenie with Jeskai Ephemerate. They augur into a Brainstorm. They're a deck that plays some stuff like Fiery Cannonade in the main deck or Breath Weapon. Just attack. So the only way I think I can win is by punking them. That's not going to do it. Range nowhere is probably... So definitely want the Palace Sentinels. They just pass. Holding the Brainstorm. I'll attempt a Novice Inspector. Resolves. Play land. We'll try to attack for 2. If they have a Bolt, we have the Prismatic Strands. They're brainstorming. So they can brainstorm into an Ephemerate. That would be bad for me. Plays the Augur, which clears the Brainstorm. They took 2 of the cards, so they're just looking at 1 card off the Augur that they care about. Find a counterspell. Playing a land. And a Campfire. Oh god. Why? Okay, let's just draw a card. Play the Grange. Increase the size of my core Skyfisher. Attack for 3. They're going to gain 2 life every turn with this Campfire. Play a Thraben Inspector. Will they counterspell it? It's like, no. Let's just try drawing a card. Maybe I have to dust them too. Brainstorm. I don't know how I win. I feel like I am like looking at their cards and I'm just thinking, I wish I was playing that side. So White Weenie pilots, tell me what to do. They gain some life. Is this a bad matchup or I don't know. Did I keep the wrong hand? These are the questions I need to know. Hopefully it's entertaining anyway. They Wildfire their land. They're going to grab another island probably. They already have all the colored sources that they need. They, I think, got an island. They're still holding on to their counterspell. We can deal them 1 damage a turn with the Skyfisher. I will just attack in with everything and then I guess Strands on blue. Pushing like a couple more damage. Play the Prismatic Strands on blue. They cycle a Perilous Landscape, and then they're going to gain 2 life, going back to 12. So all that to do 2 damage. Okay. I think I just need this Battle Screech in place so that I can try to get them dead. Use the Guardian's Pledge, maybe. Here comes a Lorien Revealed. They're holding the counterspell. Cycles a Lorien. They have so many cards, they just don't even need it. Plays an island. I will go ahead and cast Strands again. They scredded my thing. They're going to counterspell. Lose focus. Okay, so they have even more counterspells in hand. Sweet. Let's start with Battle Screech. Gain some life. Oops. Screech again. Gain some life. This is a good moment for me to attack and try to kill their creatures. They might see it coming and just not block. They choose to block, so we will just use the Guardian Pledge as a 2-for-1. Ha! They didn't block. They did block. I will 1-for-1. They're at 9. We have the strands for a red card, like a sweeper, and then we can just keep trying to attack. Our opponent has another campfire, so I'm going to deal them 1 damage a turn. That's cool. Ooh. Get a Raffine's Informant. Counterspell. I'm going to go the next game. It's over. So definitely Palace Sentinels, because we want to outvalue them. Now, I think the Thraben Charms are still good. Question is, like, we can imagine that they're going to bring in sweepers. So do I want the Prismatic Strands? Or do I want to just try to punk them with the Dust to Dust? I don't feel like I have a good chance other than just like getting super lucky. So let's just put another creature in. We'll go for Dust to Dust, kill your stuff that way, and then attempt to just kill them. Fighting through counterspells. On the play. We have no 2-drop, so we have no 1-2. We need to go 1-2. We have no 1. Mulligan. Okay. Keep. Palace Sentinels. Informant. Inspector go. We're going to try to work up to this Palace Sentinels. But they could probably kill it. I mean, just take the Monarch back. Do I Raffine's Informant or do I Clue? I think I Raffine's Informant. We'll discard the untapped land. Attack. Next turn, crack the Clue. Hopefully find another land. They scred my 2-1. Wish I had an untapped land there. Mistakes were made. Land. Attack. I had to keep the Palace Sentinels. If I had the untapped land, I could have Buglered. They cycle Lorien Revealed for an island. So they're holding up Counterspell. Try Bugler. We're trying to minimize the information that I'm giving them. Let's just play the Lunarch Veteran. Attack. Hopefully next turn I can just slam this Palace Sentinels. If they had double Counterspell in hand, what am I supposed to do? Nothing. Just die. Do you have Counterspell? Oh, cancel. Let's try Dust to Dust. Oh, they didn't. They might not have Counterspell. This might actually win the game for us. Wow. What a turn of events. That was crazy. Poor opponent. Now they're sitting on 2. Ah! So they didn't have the Counterspell last turn. They're evoking a Muldrifter. We can take over the game. I hope. I'm looking forward to slamming this Palace Sentinels down and drawing 2 cards a turn. Attack. They go to 13. We draw. Grange. Probably put the Grange on the Inspector. Yes! We win a game! I won one of the games in round 1. I will attempt to do the same thing. Maybe the pledge isn't good though. I should just Thraben Charms. Thraben Charms. I don't know what I'm doing. I would love if I had gotten a sideboard guide or something previous to this game. All right, so we have the Palace Sentinels in hand. I have Lunarch Veteran, Novice Inspector. I can also Novice Inspector turn 1 and then crack the Clue or play the Skyfisher on turn 2. Maybe Skyfisher turn 2 is worth more than the Lunarch Veteran because I'll have the clues to try to find my land drops. I have a Dust to Dust. Play the Novice Inspector. So if I'm trying to Dust to Dust them, if I don't draw land, do I just play the Dust? Okay, they're playing non-artifact lands. Ooh. We found the Darval. They're going to get whacked for 1. Here comes my Spider-Man. I don't know the Spider-Man song. I just realized. And then we'll play the Novice Inspector. Okay, I've got 4 power on the table. On my next turn, I can Skyfisher back a land and play the Lunarch Veteran. Then I'll have 7 power on the table. Really, really go over OP. All right, we will attack. They're not doing anything representing Counterspell. I'll just draw a card. Try and hit a land drop. We missed. They evoke a Muldrifter. So best case scenario for me is they play a bridge and I find an untapped white source. No bridge. Okay, so I will attack. I could have also hit the clue. All right, we're going to go Raffine's Informant and discard the other 3/3. Because legendary means I can only play one of them. We have 7 power on the table. Somehow I'm winning. They still just chilling. Breath Weapon. Doesn't kill my Darval. Come on, untapped White Source. Guardian's Pledge. So let's attack. Then we'll go Skyfisher. Turn this Plains. Lay out a Novice Inspector. At 6 damage on the table. They play out an Augur of Bolus. Finding a Brainstorm, which they can't use. Oh, come on. They play the land. This is my moment. No! We did not find the untapped White Source. So what's my plan? First attack with everything. They'll take 5. They'll take 3. They're gonna kill. Okay, so they have Ephemerate. Fine. They Ephemerate. Whiffs. Okay, they'll take 3. We Skyfisher. Presenting lethal. Pick up a land. Play the land and cast the Lunar Veteran. They're brainstorming to set up the Ephemerate on the Augur. It's a good one. I feel like we're close. We might win, but we might not. I'm just like in suspense as they resolve their brainstorm. Ephemerate, what do they reveal? Go to Counterspell and a Scred. Maybe they have like 6 Screds in hand. Dispel. Okay. Still the best draw is an untapped White Source. I've whiffed on lands for a long time. Play an island. We have enough to kill them by attacking. Dispel doesn't do anything right now. It could stop my Guardian's Pledge that I can't cast. They need like 2 removal spells. They could go Scred, have Counterspell. Scred's the 2/3. Bummer. Alright, so this sort of means that they have Breath Weapon to me. I'll attack with all creatures. You're going to take 4 damage. They have another Ephemerate. That's sort of mean. I find it to be mean. What should I do? I think I'm going to lose unless I draw lands, so I think I should draw a card, rip a land, play the Thraben Inspector. That's my plan. Rip a land. Rip a land. Yes. Thraben Inspector. When is it? 1 life. We got a lot of creatures. They have to deal with all of them. Breath Weapon can clean up the sky. No, they can't. They can do a couple of things. I'm at 21. They're at 1. They have an Ephemerate still going. Second Ephemerate of the game. Ephemerate's the Augur. Finding. We know they have Dispel. Finding Lose Focus. So they can hold up counter spells for everything I do if they want. They Wildfire. Okay. So they're looking for something to stop them dying. They might concede. We might take a match win. It feels close to me. They only can have 2 removal spells. If they do that, they lose. They can't use their counter spells. We win the game! All right, on to round 4. We're in round 4. We have a tap land to start, so that's a mulligan. I'm learning. This seems fine. Maybe it's not, but I think it is because we can turn to discard the Screech and then Darval the Raffine's Informant. I will just get rid of Plains. Could be completely wrong. And I know that last time I played, people were like, oh god, no. Another Silver Bluff Bridge. That's the turn. If this is Jeskai Ephemerate again, I'll be so sad. Please. Even Affinity, I'll be sad probably. It's Affinity. Okie dokie. They're gonna Cryogen Relic. I have 4 Dust to Dust. My understanding is that I am favored versus Affinity because of the Dust to Dusts, but it could not be the case. Let's Raffine's Informant. What will we discard? Lunarch Veteran for value. Let's go. If I pick up the Lunarch Veteran with the Darval, do I get it back in my hand? These are questions I have. Seems like I would. Okay. Start by attacking. We have double Guardian's Pledge. Oh no. Opponent discovered a massive leak in their house. Oh my god. Okay, well, free win. I hope that your day gets better, Thero Aries. We'll see everybody in round 5. Okay. We're here versus Niederschaden. Very, 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 very strong player. We have Inspector crack the clue into Thraben Charm. I don't know. This probably isn't good enough, but we can do things on curve. I'll lead on the Thraben Inspector. Our opponent is playing Burn of some kind. We have Raffine's Informant. Let's attack in. What should I do? I think I'm going to pass. Because if they discard a snacker, I want to Thraben it. I think that's a good call. They discard a Lava Dart. Let's draw a card. Attack. Play the plains. Pass the turn. I'm going to try to play around Sneaky Snacker as much as I can for a little while. They discard a Skittering Kitten. This is another new Spider-Man card. They draw, put me to 16. My turn. We have a Battle Screech. Let's play the Raffine's Informant. I'll discard the plains. I found a Thraben Charm, so I can just Thraben them on their end step. But they can Lava Dart my Raffine's Informant then. And then I can flash back the Battle Screech. They plot a Highway Robbery. Let's draw. Lunarch Veteran. Okay, I'll play out the Lunarch Veteran. They land. So I can go Screech, flashback Screech right now. They can kill 2 of my creatures probably. I'll just try the Screech plan. Okay, flashback the Screech. Attack. We have Thraben Charm to clear the way. We're at 20 life, and I have a lot of power on the table. They play the Gutter Snipe. Question is, am I dead? I'm at 20. I could just be dead though, which sucks. Gutter Snipe's strong. They sacrifice a mountain, so they can use Fire Blast, Lava Dart, or double Fire Blast, which would be 12 total damage. They go Bolt, Bolt. If you have Fire Blast, we're dead. Lava Dart, Fire Blast. Amazing. Incredible. Okay. My soul hurts from that one, but we're going to get rid of the Guardian's Pledges. And then just hope to use the Prismatic Strands and the life gain. We have no 1-drop. We have double Darval. Let's mulligan. Okay. Guess I keep this. We can Grange into Raffine the Strands. I have to put back the Thraben Charm probably. That sucked. I'll go ahead and play the Raffine's Informant. They're going to kill it. Makes sense. We'll discard the Prismatic Strands. I'll play the Skyfisher. Pick up a land. Play the land. Play the Lunarch Veteran. Guess I'm going to use my strands. On red. Sure. They kill my creature. They're going full-on control. Let's just play the Thraben, I guess. Pass? Question mark. Could have also brought back the Lunarch. And I'll attack with my Thraben Inspector. They don't block. This is sort of like slow ninjutsu. Pick up my Thraben Inspector. Pass the turn. You know what? I should have put the Lunarch Veteran in play. They concede. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. They just didn't have enough amazing spells, and somehow I lived, so I feel like they shouldn't have attacked any of my creatures. They should have gone straight face with everything. I mean, we're curving here. We're curving. Land creature, land creature. Land. Land Inspector. Put him with the turn 2. Kessig. Land. I will attack you. They block. They don't block. They were concerned. I could have Thraben Charmed it if they did block. We're going to Web-Sling, boink, make a 3/3, play the Inspector back out. Now I have 2 creatures. They decline to attack. I will play land, play Novice Inspector. I will attack. They do block this time. Let's see if they're going to take any actions. They go Lightning Bolt face. I'm going to go blast your Flame Breather. They can Lava Dart. Interesting. Sacrifices the Lava Dart just to push damage. We are at 12. Plays a mountain. Final Lone Missionary. Let's go. Gain 4 life. And I'll attack in. Take 5. I'm amazed that we are just in this position. They play Epicure, puts me to 15. So I can cycle the Eagles to get a land, or just crack the Clue. I think cracking the Clue makes sense. Could maybe be able to pick up the Lone Missionary. Let's cycle. Grab the Grange, play the Grange, increase the size of the Novice Inspector, and then attack. Maybe I don't attack with the Lone Missionary. It's like a free block for them. They will block a Novice Inspector. They decline. They block a 3/3. Okay. Play Lone Missionary. Go to 19. Feel like I'm taking this one down. Love it. Okay, Fiery Temper is going to go face. Probably. Or they could take out the 3/3. They could have done that previously. Maybe they're just doing that now because they know that I don't have the strands available. Kills the 2/3. Okay. We go to 19. I should just put another creature on the table. Can I win? Can I get a 3-2? And the festivities kills my 2/1s. Sure. Then they lava dart one. They'll lava dart the other one, I guess. Right. Everything is dead. Everything is dead. But not anymore. Thraben Inspector. Play Battle Screech. We'll flash back the Battle Screech. I'm back in the game. Flash back the Battle Screech. I have 5 power again. And I have 4 cards saved up. Let's draw a card. Draw a card. Land. Draw a card. Attack. It's 6 mana to draw 3. Our opponent's at 3 life. They are going to Fire Blast themselves. Well played, well played. I love when that happens. I mean, you got to go out with some style. All right, we'll see everybody in the next video, I guess. White Weenie was cool. I think the 3/3 was an upgrade. I think my play of White Weenie was medium, so hit me up with how I should have done it. I think I learned a little bit better as it went on to try to just curve out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.